XD Games.
Yeah, hello chat. I'm here with the homie, raxdflipnote.
That's me.
Let's go clone heroing.
Let's go clone
I
heroing.
had to.
You
Let's
had
go
to.
clone heroing.
You got to do what you got to do. You know?
And so for the next couple of hours, or until our hands start hurting, we're gonna be hitting some notes together. It'll be really fun.
We're doing it. I'm gonna pale in comparison to your skill. That goes without saying, but it is an honor regardless. I'm really good with hammer-on notes, like going up and down, but anything that requires two hands is where I falter, like super quick.
It's okay because the songs that we have will benefit both play styles. Two hands or one hand. You know what? I think we should just play some songs.
We should. I don't know if you have a preference for a star one. We could start easy. We could just pick some from like the Guitar Hero 3 soundtrack or something.
I'm down with Guitar Hero 3. I'm down with Rock Band 1 and 2. We still got Anti-Hero 1 and 2 as well. But there's some good stuff in here. I mean, one of the, I was going to say the stuff that you grew up with. You know, where did you start playing Guitar Hero?
I think I started, and honestly, it was like when I was just young enough to not really remember in vivid detail. I do remember seeing a trailer for like Guitar Hero 3 while I was at the beach, like on vacation. My cousin was watching it on his laptop, like my older cousin, and he was probably like around college age, so he was like really into it. And he's like, oh yeah, this is like a rhythm game that's really awesome. And that's like when I first heard about it. So I guess he kind of introduced it to me, but then like my uncle would always have it on like when we were coming over for family get-togethers years ago. And then, you know, I eventually bought, I think Rock Band 2 was the first one I bought in like 2012 or something, and like started playing a lot. But I've been playing on and off for a while.
So based.
Yeah. Dude, I got the bundle at GameStop for the Wii with like the drums, the mic, and like a guitar. And
oh man, all right.
Oh yeah, those were the time. Okay, we can just start with Impulse, but I can add on to a queue, right? Like
yeah, you can. Yeah. We can. It's like an unlimited queue.
We're already going through the good ones. There's gonna be no more good songs left. Dang it, dude.
There's already lots of people saying like hearing you without the filter on is very uncanny.
That's a very common comment I get, yeah. And you know, honestly, fair.
I was like, man, you using a Shure SM7B? Surely enough, you are.
Yeah, I used to run a bit crusher through it to, you know, emulate the sound, but it became just a lot of work and very taxing on my computer to do that. At least my old computer.
Went through a bunch of like OBS filters or something?
Yeah, I was like running it through Ableton and had like a virtual audio cable hooked up and all that. Yeah. It was a process.
I used to do that on DayZ, H1Z1. Make it sound like I was coming through a radio.
Oh, nice.
Something like that. No, yo, how long have you been like doing animations?
I've been doing, okay, like I've animated for like fun, just like at random. Like I remember there was a program called like Anime Studio 8. I think it's by, I forgot who it was by, but they still make programs. But it was like kind of a really crappy animation software for like $50 that my dad got, and I messed around on that. I remember I made some stupid show called like Mr. Circle, where the whole joke of it was the guy was a star and not a circle. You know, comedy. I did like random stuff like that. I used to scan little comic pages that me and my friend would make, and I'd take a picture of them with like a digital camera to get like, you know, I didn't have a scanner, so that was like the next best thing. And then I'd bring them into like Windows Movie Maker and do like commentary over it, like just like my voice, like I'm voicing the characters. But then like last year, it was like a month before I started my channel, I just picked up a 2DS. I was telling Mr. Asai before stream, I was like kind of into searching for stuff on eBay and Goodwill, and picked up a 2DS, and then like 2 weeks later rediscovered Flipnote, and the rest is history, man. I was never really hard into animation. I mean, like maybe drawing, yeah, but I just flipped the switch. I was like, all right, I want to try animation now. Just did really well really quickly.
That sounds super familiar. Like I used to do stuff like that in the 4th and 5th grade. Like me and my friends, we were super inspired by like Captain Underpants, and so we would make our own comics in that sort of style. When it came to like software, I remember we actually brought this up on my stream last week. People were talking about it, and I was like, no way y'all remember, but it was this animation program called Pivot.
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah, the stick figure animator. And
I'm
so
more than
like,
familiar.
Oh my God, this is perfect timing because like I was gonna do this collab with raxdflipnote, and I was like, bro, bring it up.
Well, I didn't do too bad.
Not bad. You absolutely destroyed me in our sound check on Ed Instrument solo.
Raxd Asai Nation, how we feeling?
Feeling great. Feeling great tonight.
Locked in.
We're playing Peem now. Don't ask what FCP Remix stands for.
Dude, are you dropping a truth nuke right now?
Oh yeah, no. I think I one guide somebody because they're like, I don't like FCP Remix, the whole thing.
Well, you know, somebody has to, you know, be different and weird. I guess.
Gotta make sure I stand out.
I mean, your opinion can just be wrong. Like, that's fine. You can not like Peak, you know, whatever. You do you, man.
This is one of the ones I wanted to play on drums for such a long time after Rock Band came out. It wasn't until 2022 that this came out on Rock Band 4, and I was like, I can finally play drums on FTP Remix.
There you go. Finally living the dream.
It was beautiful timing because I was like, I just got my house, and I finally have a place to drum once more.
Yeah, what drum kit do you use, or have you used multiple like throughout the years? Like, I know you have one you use for like Clone Hero drum.
Yeah, so it's just, you can use whatever Roland drum kit that you want on Clone Hero. I initially bought this Roland TDM D1K. I think that was the model.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, I bought it for myself as a Christmas gift because I was like, I miss playing drums. It was the first, no, I think it was the second Christmas after I just moved out. And I was like, I'm going to treat myself nice. I want to get back into drums. And I've been saving up for this for a long time, so I'm going to get this. Yeah, no, I think one of the greatest things, one of the best experiences I picked up from these games is easily playing drums. Because it carries over so much between the games and the real thing.
It really does. I remember seeing that video. I'm sure you've seen Herman Leap trying to play Guitar Hero. Dude's a crack guitarist, but like he was kind of like not the best at Guitar Hero. And that had me thinking like there's also like a Drew Gooden video about like if playing Guitar Hero makes you better at real guitar. And like I think some elements do, like just being able to move your fingers faster is like arguably like a good thing. I mean, I play both. I sent you like a metal song I was working on earlier.
Yeah, and that song was sick. I don't even know if anybody else knows about that, but you got real chops as a producer, I think.
Yeah, I did actually. I think my last stream was doing like making a metal song from scratch on stream. It wasn't like a long, like a minute and a half maybe.
That's
but
dope. What?
I did that over like a couple hours. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. And then we can move on to like, I don't know, Rock Band 2 and then do all the community chart stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
You watch Family Guy at all, ACAI?
You know what? I saw a tweet yesterday, and it was like turning on the TV in the hotel bedroom, and Family Guy comes on. It's like pulling the ray gun. Mystery box. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's exactly what it's like.
Like, I don't watch Family Guy. I was genuinely curious because like people are very polarized about Family Guy because I've heard somebody explaining like it's almost a funny show, but for a completely different reason than they write it to be.
I kind of agree with that because in some ways it's a little bit too cringe to kind of take seriously, but isn't that the point?
Yeah, like they'll hit you with a joke and there'll be a really long pause, and the pause is funny because like you didn't find the joke funny, but then it's like there's just so much emphasis on it, you can't help but laugh, you know?
I think if you actually want like a genuinely funny show, like American Dad does that.
Okay, I mean it's like technically it's same creator, same universe type thing, right? Yeah.
And you'd think that it'd be the exact same thing, but I think American Dad can actually be legitimately funny more than Family Guy.
Okay, maybe Seth MacFarlane was just holding back on us on Family Guy. That was the test run, you know. It walked so American Dad could run.
And now he's in Call of Duty.
Is he?
Yeah, put Stan Marsh from American Dad.
Why not? Throw him in here. I know Beavis and Butthead were in Warzone.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that and I'm like, bro, time and place. This is not the time and place.
You know, I stopped following Call of Duty super closely like 5 years ago, but my brother is still, he's like 2 years younger than me, but he's like a hardcore Call of Duty fan. And he told me last time we were hanging out, he was like, I can't play Call of Duty anymore. It's just like Fortnite. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he like didn't elaborate. But you telling me that, it's like, yeah, okay, it's become Fortnite. If the day they add American Dad to the game, it's Fortnite.
You know, all the craziness that Fortnite adds all the time. It's nothing less of jarring.
True. I've played Fortnite with people that have like, it's their first game in like 4 years, right? They haven't logged on in forever. And every 5 seconds, they're like, why is Spider-Man in this game? Why is Peter Griffin in this game? Why is so-and-so character in this game? It's like, I don't know, man. They're just like collecting those IPs like they're Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stones, exactly. In a way, like you can see it as kind of dystopian, but I see it as like, this is kind of the childhood video game of my dreams. It's like playing with action figures. Did you know that this version of the song is actually a demo version of the song? Only Guitar Hero and Rock Band got
I didn't know that. Is that like your equivalent of like the Lord of the Rings fan going like, did you know that in this scene he actually broke his ankle when he kicked it?
He actually broke his toe because he was actually kicked it that hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Maybe not.
No, I love
cool,
you know,
lore.
It could save your life one day. You never know.
They call me the lore hero guy.
Somebody's got to know everything about the game, you know?
I'm pretty much trying to be that guy so that like when I'm like 60, 70 years old, people are gonna want to know, like, what was up with that version of 3s and 7s? I'll be like, yeah, no, it was a demo version. They only gave it to Guitar Hero Rock Band in 2007. Did you know that the Guitar Hero Arcade is just Guitar Hero 3 PC running on a Dell Optiplex?
Hey, but I find all that cool though.
See?
Like, unironically, it's like
You
I like that you
appreciate
know
it.
that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
You can't hate on a man who knows his stuff, okay? That's gonna get 5 big booms for me.
I'd hit my big booms, but I would have to grow a third arm.
You can hit it with your foot, I'm sure.
All right. I'm sorry. I tried it. I'm sorry for swearing.
It was appropriate in the moment, I think. I just love that it was so quiet in the background. Like I could barely hear you say that over the game.
Oh, and I'm wearing sandals. This is not great. Chat saw my dogs. Probably took like 40 screenshots or something.
That's really what I was trying to do. You're welcome, chat. That one's for the truest Psy fans.
Yeah. You know that I charge extra for that. That's crazy.
Guac is extra?
When guac is extra. I had a buddy that worked at Chipotle. He hated it there. And then so he would just hit us with the guac is extra. Just like that. Oh, God. This is terrible on all fronts.
Yo, I kind of hit that a little bit there.
Very nice, very nice. If I didn't try to get that big boom to you, I'd be on an FC right now. It's all right. Oh, yeah, Rax, he's using a Explorer, stock Explorer.
Stock Explorer, actually one of 2 that is in me and my roommate's house. I'm borrowing his because mine like short-circuited. I plugged it into his Xbox and it started like freaking out on me.
I've had that happen to several Explorers.
Have you been able to fix it?
Absolutely not. They were toast.
Oh, dude, that sucks. It's actually
It's
like
okay.
the one I have. I'm gonna hold this up on the near the screen, chat. Like it's. You probably can't tell, but it is significantly more scuffed looking. It works fine, but the outside is just dirty. Hey, it was like a garage sale find for like $10, so we can't complain.
Check your garage sales.
Just check garages, even when there's not a sale. Just go into people's garages and see if they got them, you know?
I'm very old. I'm starting to get there. I'm not very old. I'm only 29.
I don't know, Gramps. I don't know. That's pretty old. Wrap it up.
How are you?
25. About to be 26.
Oh, come on. We're in the same generation.
Don't group me with 29.
No,
Don't
might
do
as
that.
well,
Hey,
dude.
come
You're
on.
Close enough.
Come
I'm
on.
close enough to millennials. You're close enough to
I got like 2 weeks till my birthday, and then once I'm 26, I'll accept the offer there.
Yeah. 26. That's when you have to accept being called Unc.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's when you're Unc status.
I don't even agree with that. I tell people in their mid to late 20s they just have to accept it because it's coming for you.
Yeah.
But real Unc is when you're like 40, bro.
I think what actually happens is the age of like the cutoff for like who's not Unc and who's Unc just keeps going up the older you get because you don't want to admit that it's you.
Guys, you don't want to admit it.
You don't want to admit it. Okay, you got
Awesome.
before I forget. Sweet.
I'm sorry in advance. Just because the bridge charting in the song, or just the charting in general with the song.
When Mr. Slipknot, when he says was a creature before I could stand, I just think about Charlie from Smiling Friends. I don't know why. I just do. I just think that you know, we should meditate on that for a second.
A creature before I could stand. I was thinking of you brought up Smiling Friends. I was like, bro, I think about Jeremy a lot. He's like, hey man, please don't do that. I'm gonna punch you in the stomach if you do that again.
Yeah.
That's a soundbite that plays in my head constantly.
That water stuff, dude, can't get enough of it. Literally, there will never be a point where I have enough water. I always need more. I'm kind of indifferent now. I used to be all about like refrigerating my water, putting ice cubes in it. Now I just go straight for the tap, dude. Where I live, we got decent tap water. Like it's pretty high rated.
I got well water, so yeah, straight from the tap for me as well.
Oh, yeah.
I stopped buying bottles like 3 years ago.
That IRL Raxty, it is. It's just my torso though. I have no legs or head. Life is pain.
All right, so for this part, just use 2 fingers.
Why'd you make me do this?
Just your index and ring, and you're just sliding up and down.
I can't.
Index and ring.
I have my own
got
method. Look, I'm doing it my own way, and it's working better.
All right. I found out lore as to why that's charted that way. The guy who made this chart was really trying to get the player to mimic how it's played on the real guitar. Something that they don't really do in these games, like at all. Not meant to be a guitar simulator. You're just supposed to be playing on a guitar controller.
I'm also not 100% sure, but I feel like Slipknot would use drop tuning, which means when you hit a power chord, it'd be like just your finger across.
Just strums.
Yeah, just strum. So it'd be like one
It would
note
just be like
in this
open
game.
notes.
Yeah.
You've had your run-in with open notes already, right? I'm sure.
Yeah.
You have. Imagine if they had ranks for being a Twitch viewer.
I mean,
Like they kind of combine the idea of like channel points, and like that's kind of a crazy idea.
I think they should just make channel points a real life form of social credit, you know? That would be beneficial for us, because everyone wants higher social credit, you know?
I'm more parasocial than you. I know where he lives.
I know my favorite streamer's IP address. Where's my social credit?
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
I don't think I FC'd, but I feel like I was close.
Oh, you FC. We got a double FC.
Did I? Wait, I did? I don't think I've ever FC'd that song before, but I haven't tried to, but I mean, that's still a dub. Can we get some W's in chat? Let's get some W's in chat.
W's?
Let's get some dubs real quick.
Yo, what? I think you got some sauce actually.
Wait, I think I'm actually pretty epic, actually.
I didn't start with the Fortnite accent, okay? It wasn't me this time, chat.
I got just enough downloaded to where it's like not painfully long to like scroll for something. I could search for it.
If
but...
you hold down orange, and then you can skip sections.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's still taking a second.
Okay, perfect.
I did want to ask, because you've played so much, if you've ever had any like, you probably just have good habits for not like, you know, moving your hand in a weird way that would cause that, I guess.
One thing that I tell people, to exercise their finger strength, it's like one of those like tension spring, it's like a little hand grip for, you know, guitarists and, you know, like trumpet players and stuff. And so I have like a little light tension thing. I just kind of sit at my desk and I just push down on it. It instills nothing but good habits and makes you put the guitar neck in your hand. You're not like gripping it super hard.
Yeah,
that's the number one thing.
Just let it rest in like the U between your like index and thumb. All right, Chad, this one's a banger. This is one of my favorite Periphery songs.
Absalom. I don't know. I haven't heard this song in a while. Good though.
4 notes. Scary. I'm just kidding, guys. I've played this chart like 20 times already. I was ready for this one. This is the one I totally mog Asai on. He's got no chance.
I was supposed to see these guys with Mastodon and Coheed.
Oh my goodness.
My daughter got sick. And so we can leave her. Ain't no way. But it is a big bummer. Hopefully there's a next time.
That sounds awesome though.
So I'm in Maine. It was gonna be I think it was gonna be in Portland, Maine.
You're in Maine?
Yeah.
I didn't know anyone lived there, like at all.
Yeah. Oh, now one person.
All right, you don't want to know my my biggest flex in Guitar Hero chat? I can play the first pattern for the Zoidberg challenge.
Oh, yeah.
The first ascending one. I can nail that after like 20 attempts, but I can get it.
Let's go.
That's my biggest accomplishment like ever.
So you can get like decently sweaty at this.
I feel like if I had the time commitment, yeah, which is like I do, but I don't know. I definitely have improved more in like the last couple years than I ever have in this game. Just by having a controller makes a big difference. Okay, I was really into playing on console for a while, and before I knew about like modding to get like guitars work, yeah, still bass, but I played on keyboard for a really long time, and I had one of those really like loud Razer green switch keyboards. So I'd be playing like I'd be playing like Jordan or something, you know, the Buckethead song, and just be like all you'd hear is like constant crunching of keys.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm the strum god. Let's go.
We love straight line gameplay.
Hey, I'm actually surprised I didn't miss there during that sec. Most of the controllers I own, I think, are my roommates, but I have my Wired Explorer and then a PS3 wireless that I bought thinking it would work on PC, and then learning I had to solder to get it to work, and I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna keep it as like
the battery thing died, or the little capacitor.
Yeah,
died on it.
There was something wrong with it. I got my little teeny tiny Owala, dude. It's not a 40 ounce, but you know, it's same brand. We're twinning. We're twinning on that.
Yeah,
front.
we're twinning with Owalas. Let's go, dude.
Oh, I have to tell you this quick story also, because I know you were at that Clone Hero showcase at GDQ like a year and a half ago or something. Yeah. So I had my buddy there. He was a friend of mine. He did a Pizza Tower run, I think same year. I think it was during the event. Was it SGDQ 2023? You were there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was definitely there.
I told him, I'm like, dude, I love Asai's stuff. You need to get a picture with him. So after the panel, he was like waiting around, and he sends me a photo, and it's not you. It's the Friff or whatever his name is.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, no, wrong guy. Go get other guy. And then he like catches you in the elevator or something, got a photo, and I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome. But
that whole weekend, lore time was like it was such a blur because I was maybe awake for 40 hours. I was
man.
there. I was there. I did the thing, and then I left. Like that's what it was.
Did you fly there? You were like,
I flew there. A buddy picked me up. I stayed at their house. I fell asleep for maybe 3 hours. Woke up, did the whole thing. Hung out with like a bunch of people in the Clone Hero community. It was great and it was awesome. And then I was awake from like 7 a.m. until like leaving at 3 a.m. It was ridiculous.
That's wild. I do remember, like, most times I fly, I end up in a situation where, like, the time zone change is not enough for me to justify going to bed yet. Like, I went to Spain back in April, and I was probably up for about the same amount of time. Like, maybe 36, 40 hours, somewhere around there. But I flew in, and it was right after the Minecraft movie came out, and like I'd been sleep deprived, and my friends are like, "Dude, let's go see the Minecraft movie." I'm like, "Guys, I've already seen it." They're like, "No, we gotta do it. It's in Spain. It'll be in Spanish. It'll be funny." So like 5 minutes in, like pretty much immediately after my butt hits the seat, I go to sleep, and my friends, like, every 2 minutes, every time there's a funny meme or reference, or like Jack Black goes chicken jockey, they nudge me awake. They're like, "Dude, he's gonna say it. I'm like, "Let me sleep. Let me sleep, please." It was great though. It was, I watched it twice for Jack. It really did. I kept forgetting where I was waking up at, and then I was in a theater, and like I'd look around so startled and then go back to sleep immediately. It was great. Bumping AAL in your car is like such a strange vibe, because it's like right when I think I'm headbanging to it, I'm completely wrong on the rhythm.
It's like you have the abacus out, and you're just trying to figure out what beat you gotta be on.
Getting the freaking calc out.
Nah, if you really got that sauce, you gotta lock in. Gotta lock in for this FC, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me about like 100 or so notes back for me to get an FC.
Imagine I could just give you a note stream.
Can you just deposit those notes into my bank, please? I mean, I'm definitely speaking too soon, because we're probably gonna up the difficulty again, but my hands are feeling pretty good.
That's good.
No, it's really just the rhythm that's getting me, not necessarily the notes. Like when there's a really weird offset pattern of like strumming notes and hammer-ons, it gets me, man.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully you can just strum the hell out of hammer-ons in this game.
That's kind of my fail-safe, is like when in doubt. Just trying to hype this game up, like, yeah, you can just strum their hammer-ons, and then nope, not for you. Not for ACAI specifically. They got the lick in there, dude.
That is the lick, isn't it?
It is. I remember my friend telling me about this in like 2016, before I actually was a Periphery fan. I was like, that's kind of sick.
Yeah, you know that Periphery made they made a song just for Fortnite.
Really? Wait, what?
Yeah. Beyond the Flame. It came out last year, and it was the lead singer and the guitarist, and then the bassist from Korn and the drummer of Megadeth. Yeah,
dude, Epic Games is too powerful.
Yeah, and we're like, we need more songs like these by this group, and like they didn't even like credit them either. I was like, dude, this is Periphery, Korn, and Megadeth.
I know of the song because I do play Battle Royale a bit, but like I'm gonna go back and listen to that then. Let's go! Yo, thank you, Gravel, for the raid. Welcome, guys. We're streaming with Mr. ACAI, the Guitar Hero guy. He shreds them plastic guitars.
Let's go clone heroing.
Like nobody else. Let's go clone heroing. Also, sorry, Raiders, if I'm not super active in chat. Unlike ACAI, I don't know how that man reads chat and plays at the same time.
My chat is like so far away from like my board on here. I'm just kind of, but I will look over. I'll use your chart on that side as reference.
Well, I'm glad I could be of assistance. I low-key, this might have been one of my favorite charts as a kid. One of my favorites on Rock Band 2. I think I just like the song mostly, like Rage Against the Machine. I have this album on a CD, awesome. Battle for Los Angeles.
My favorite song as a kid was Guerrilla Radio.
You better turn that crap up, dude. As he says. Those are the lyrics. Have you heard the new Tyler, Don't Tap the Glass?
Yeah.
Do you think if they made a Kids Bop version of Sugar on My Tongue, they call it Sugar on My Gum, like chewing gum?
Although a Kids Bop version of any Tyler, the Creator song sounds insane to me.
Imagine like Yonkers or something.
I'm a silly walking paradox. No, I'm not.
Riding on top of a Triceratops. Field trip. I don't know. We'll work on it. Yes. Like dude, it annoys me playing some stuff on GH3 that I can't hit. Like I can hit in Clone Hero, but can't in the game, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, the other thing with that is because you play on Xbox, right? You play GH3 on Xbox. You're probably playing this on a high refresh rate monitor. maybe like 500. Are you doing like 144 or something? The higher the FPS, the wider the hit window gets. Now you can't, the eyes can't physically see 1000 FPS unless you're me.
I don't know. There's some people on Reddit that would be like, I could see at 1000 FPS.
Actually, it's been proven that the eyeballs can only see 31 FPS.
True.
So you wasting your money on
Can't
these high
believe
refresh rate
playing
monitors.
games is out the window. You don't need. You're wasting frames. Doesn't Undertale run at 30 FPS? You better be playing Undertale. That's what you need to play.
You know, I still haven't played that game.
Dude, play it. I am in a lot of Discord servers with Undertale Deltarune people who practically, you know, put the game in front of me and said play it, and I really, really enjoyed it. Genuinely, I get the hype. I get the hype.
Now, I don't know what to expect, or if I do stream it to an audience, if I should even look at that chat.
The backseating
Maybe it'd be
is
better
real.
To just, I bet
It would be
is.
better to lock in and just like maybe have a no backseating rule like I did, and I just had a mod like if anybody was like spoiling stuff, just delete the message, and I like tried not to look at chat. It was like because like no, I was warned. They were like it actually is pretty bad. That's the only bad thing. Like community's chill and whatnot, but backseating can be a lot. Dude, what if they had a freaking HDMI port on the guitars and you could see what the guitars see, dude? Would that be crazy or what?